Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan repeated his position that the Karabakh conflict remains unresolved in an English-language interview with Qatari media conglomerate Al Jazeera. He said that Armenia is ready to normalize relations with Azerbaijan and Turkey, but also reaffirmed a number of Armenia's points in negotiations. In particular, Pashinyan stressed that ongoing border delimitation efforts have, quote, nothing to do with the Karabakh issue. He also called the prospect of Azerbaijan establishing a corridor across Armenian territory, quote, a red line for us. The Armenian Prime Minister also touched on the geopolitical and economic impact on Armenia of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, saying, quote, I won't deny that the situation of our country and our government is quite sensitive, and adding that, quote, it is our duty to manage this situation. Pashinyan was in Qatar this week for his first official visit to the Gulf country, where he met with a number of high-ranking officials. Meanwhile, Armenian Foreign Minister Ararat Mirzoyan traveled to Bulgaria to hold talks with Bulgarian President Rumen Radev and Foreign Minister Teodora Genchovska. The officials discussed steps to take to deepen bilateral cooperation, particularly in the fields of trade, transport, education, and tourism. They also talked about ongoing efforts to settle the Karabakh conflict and normalize relations with Azerbaijan and Turkey, as well as steps to further strengthen relations between Armenia and the European Union. A small but prominent Armenian community has lived in Bulgaria for many years, and Bulgaria is a major market for Armenian exports. The Anti-Corruption Committee has opened a criminal case into alleged embezzlement and misuse of funds at the Ministry of Health during the coronavirus pandemic. The Prosecutor General's office confirmed this in response to a CivilNet inquiry. The Finance Ministry and Audit Chamber have already conducted investigations into the misuse of Health Ministry funds that were earmarked for efforts to combat the spread of COVID-19 in Armenia. Armenia has seen over 410,000 infections and 8,600 deaths since the start of the pandemic in March 2020. The country has administered over 2.2 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines. CivilNet paid a visit over the weekend to Gyumri, Armenia's second city, where a new organization called Move to Armenia organized a festival to promote local restaurants, craftsmen, artists, and musicians. The festival included stalls where craftsmen sold their wares, places to buy food and drinks from local restaurants and cafes, and excursions to well-known museums. The evening concluded with a free public concert in the city center featuring Gyumri musicians and bands. Move to Armenia provides those who have relocated or who are looking to relocate to Armenia with a one-stop shop for information on finding work and housing, accessing healthcare and education, and more.